Well, hello, folks. Welcome to another episode of Whiskey Calling here. It's a Wednesday evening, no, Thursday evening. Sorry, got the day wrong. Thursday evening, a bit of a long day at work today, and I thought I'd come down here and maybe do a little tasting of Clynelish. Here it is. It's a single malt Scotch whiskey. It's got kind of a special Game of Thrones labeling to it. There it is, folks, and a nice look at that. It's 51.2%. As I said before, single malt Scotch. It doesn't give away a heck of a lot on the bottle at all, actually. And I bought this a while back, and I haven't had very much of it, as you can see. I had 1 dram a little while ago, and I haven't, maybe 6 weeks ago or so, I had 1 dram. And I have a general memory of what that was like, but I thought, a little fresh tasting here, and kind of in the moment, and let you guys know what I think. So, hope you guys got something yourselves, a Scotch or any whiskey at all, and you're enjoying it. Hey, we're heading into a long weekend soon, May long weekend here in Canada. So got to go to work tomorrow, but then have a nice long weekend coming up. So anyways, I thought we could kind of enjoy this. So yeah, let's give this a little pour and a little taste. That was nice cork pop. Yeah, so let's see what it smells like, folks. Cheers. So I'm getting kind of just a touch of a velvety, almost a velvety, kind of a velvety finish, which I enjoy in Scotch. Sometimes you get that. I find, maybe a Macallan will kind of have that bit of a velvetyness to it. Kind of getting a little bit of that right now. Yeah, kind of a nice velvety, maybe just a hint of lavender or just a hint of floral, something a little bit floral in there as well. Let's see what it tastes like, folks. Kind of a nice, getting a nice balance here, kind of a push of, about halfway through the sip, a nice spice push, actually. It kind of starts a little bit smooth, and then there's a nice spice push about 50% through the sip. And then it kind of has a nice bit of an extra little jump, about 75% of the sip, almost a bit of almost another kind of hit of heat almost, and then it kind of settles into a nice long finish. Actually, it's actually quite nice. And then as I'm talking here, the finish settles in a little bit more. It's got a little bit of almost a floral, flowery. Floral and flowery is what I'm kind of getting here. Let's try it again. It's funny, as I smell it again, I'm almost getting a little bit of a hint of licorice. Almost a combination of licorice and peppermint, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, kind of almost getting the analogy of, you step on an escalator, and right when you step on it, it kind of gets you going on a certain kind of trajectory. You kind of feel that in the first half of the sip. You just kind of get on it. It's like you're stepping onto the escalator. Then all of a sudden, there's escalators obviously move in a sort of uniform fashion, but this all of a sudden, it's like you're on the escalator for the first half of the sip, and also it gives you a little bump right about 50% in. Kind of a bit of a spice, and then some heat kicks in, and then it settles into quite a nice long finish, actually. I believe, I could be wrong on this, but I think Clynelish is in Johnny Walker Gold. I should have done a little bit of research before this, and I really kind of enjoy Johnny Walker Gold. And I'm not always the biggest fan of a floral, flowery taste. That's not always just my jam necessarily, and that's got this has a little bit of that in it. And I remember my first sip kind of being a little bit turned off by that, but right now I'm not turned off at all by it. It's kind of got a really nice balance, some spice, some heat, some velvety kind of texture and composition to it. And then at the end, the finish does have a little bit of that floralness to it. But I'm not absolutely hating it right now. Let's have another smell, another sip, just to kind of really fit. Hey, I hope you guys are really enjoying one yourselves, and if you have a Clynelish yourself, I'd love to hear what you guys think of it. It's my first bottle I've ever bought of Clynelish, so you're just kind of settling into a little bit of a first impression, so to speak. And yeah, so it's like I said, it's 51.2%, which is pretty significant, which is kind of a nice touch. It has that little bit of extra, if you want to say quality. If it's only 40%, I find in Canada, I don't know if it's just Canada or not, I should do a bit of research on this, but I find there's a lot of scotches that only have 40%, and that's okay to a point, but it's kind of a bit rare to see a scotch come in with a 51.2, especially a non-peated one. I mean, I definitely have some Ardbegs that are a little higher, but this is that's a nice feature to this as well. I can't remember what I paid for this, so the value side, I can't quite remember, but you get a little bit of alcohol push on this one. Let's try it again. And again, smelling it again, that velvety, peppery kind of composition to it. Kind of a nice nose, I gotta say. That's kind of funny. Yeah, and I guess there's some consistency there. The first part of the sip, it's like your brain turns off because there's not much going on. But then all of a sudden, your brain wakes up halfway through the sip, and there's just this punch, this push. There's the alcohol, the spice, the heat, and then some real interesting kind of floral flavors coming through. I would say the highlight of this bottle of Clynelish for me is that it's a really nice nose, and then it's got a really nice back half of the sip. So overall, I mean, it's kind of got a nice kind of set of an experience. It's actually a nice experience. Particularly if you like something a little bit floral, you'll probably like this. A little bit of heat, and it's kind of an interesting dram for sure. So folks, that's kind of my impressions of it. Hope you have one or two yourselves tonight. Get through the work week and get into the weekend and enjoy it. Here in Canada, we got a whole bunch of hockey going on. I'm in Edmonton, and the Oilers are in the playoffs right now. Battle of Alberta is pretty exciting. So watching that tomorrow night. Maybe throw out another video before or after the game, or sometime this weekend. And folks, have a great night, and see you again soon.